Many algorithms need to do tasks repetitively. This can be done in two ways: iterations and recursion. For iterations, we can use for loop and while loop constructs. Recursion is an entirely different and very interesting method to achieve repetitions. Recursive technique makes a function call to itself, providing it with a subset of the problem it is trying to solve. This way, every function call has to solve a smaller and relatively easier problem. There are many examples of recursion both in art and nature. Fractal patterns, for example, are naturally recursive. Russian Matryoshka dolls are another example of recursion where a doll is either made of solid wood or is hollow and hence contains another doll. Recursion provides a very powerful alternative for performing repetitive tasks in computing. Most modern programming languages support recursion. After making a recursive call to itself, a function is suspended until the recursive function call is complete. This can happen any number of times depending on the problem and the algorithm. This video will explain recursion using the example of computing the value of factorial function. The factorial of a positive integer n, denoted by n exclamation mark, usually called n naught in computing, is defined as the product of integers from 1 to n. If n is equal to 0, then n factorial is defined as 1 by convention. In mathematical notation, for any integer n greater than or equal to 0, n factorial will be 1 if n is equal to 0, and will be n multiplied by n minus 1 multiplied by n minus 2 all the way to 1 if n is greater than or equal to 0. For example, 5 factorial is equal to 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1, which is equal to 120. The factorial function is important because n factorial is known to equal the number of permutations of n items. There are a vast number of applications of permutations in mathematics, statistics, and many other fields that give the factorial function its importance. Permutations of n distinct items mean the number of ways these n items can be arranged into a sequence. For example, the three characters x, y, and z can be arranged in 3 factorial, which means 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1, which is 6 ways. The factorial function has a natural recursive definition. 5 factorial is equal to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is the same as 5 times factorial of 4. To make this definition generic, we can say that n factorial is equal to n multiplied by factorial of n minus 1. This recursive definition can be formally written as shown on the screen. All recursive definitions have one or more base cases and one or more recursive cases. Factorial function's base case is when n is equal to 0, and in this case it returns the integer 1. For all other cases, it calls itself recursively. This is the code example of the recursive factorial function written in Python. There are no loops in this function. Repetition is provided by the repeated call to itself, resulting in recursion. Each function call is provided with an argument which is one less than the previous call. When the base case is reached, no further recursive calls are made. When the execution of a function leads to a nested function call, the execution of the former call is suspended, and its activation record stores the place in the source code at which the flow of control should continue upon return from the nested call. This process is the same for a standard function call and a recursive function call. Execution of a recursive function can be illustrated with a recursion trace. Each entry of the trace corresponds to a recursive call. When the function returns, its return value is replaced in the code where the function was called. It is very interesting to see that problems that have a naturally recursive solution can be simplified so much in programming. There are many other examples of recursion, such as drawing the English ruler, binary search, and drawing the Koch fractals. All of these will be explained in separate videos to keep this one short and focused on factorials. Let's take a look at our recursive factorial function at work one last time. enjoyed this video. We will continue to add more lessons and tutorials in our channel. If you want us to create a video on a specific topic, leave a comment and we will add it to our list. Subscribe and tell your friends. Always keep learning and keep creating.